Hello and welcome to another stream. Today being Midas and Bella's adventures. So we're gonna be doing the Midas focus episode and Bella. So it's time for this, SCP-343 the focus episode, which will be interesting given they're one of the technically oldest, characters I have, episode. And, then Bella, another member of, the Frenina Gang. So, yeah. Either way, yeah. Let's, begin, though. Wonder where I should begin for Midas. I guess I'll begin in, the battlefield map. And then, because I think the basic ideas probably want Midas to sort of, have a bit of their classic experience. Boop Boop is here. Hi Cookie, welcome. Have foundation story, but also I think also make up for the past a bit. Hello, hello. Yeah. Let's now be starting off here. Time to let's begin. I wonder if that's alive or it's just a statue. It's still a bit mysterious what the heck that thing is. I guess it's the guardian of this place. Like a dormant guardian. Anyway, let's begin. at the Gateway of Angels. Man, it's good to help Wendy. I haven't really done much in a bit of time. And then again, I guess my role has diminished in time. Despite being a granddaughter of true God themselves. Yes, it's been fun to hang out with Emerald and Drew. But today, yes, I'm feeling a bit nostalgic. I want to head to the Foundation. Yes, I have 2 sites to head to. One to hear their tales, and one to probably say sorry again to Michael. But anyway, I guess I'll hear some tales first from the Foundation. So, time to head to the site. Yes, it's time to be SCP 3 for 3 once again after a long time. God damn. Alright, to the side. This is probably just gonna add to Arthur Clef just being unintentionally like one of the most important side characters. I guess maybe they'll even potentially main cast as if things continue for them. Ethan has also had a similar thing. Anyway, let's continue and begin. This time I'll start from the door. I always start from the gate. Alright. Here I am. At the site. Haven't been here in what feels like a long time. It used to be I'd be here day after day in my little abode. My cell they made. But that was a long time ago. And now I'm free to do whatever. things have truthfully changed. Anyway, I want to learn the stories of the Foundation. I guess there's not probably many. I don't know. I've heard of a man called Arthur. I think he's here with the coffin. Hello? Are you Arthur Clef? Yes, yes, I am. I've been just observing the coffin. It's been getting violent. Like a rift between the two worlds is getting torn apart. It's very strange. I'm hypothesizing it symbolizes disunity between the creators. As I learned, this is a portal to Stuart's world, to Kim's world. But it seems like there's something going on between the creators. Disconnect. I think Orange is finally snapped and is no longer happy with the current predicament. And it means the coffin is more unstable than ever before. And we're keeping a monitor of it. I see. You and your robot friend. Yes, I am Zane. Yes, you could call me his assistant. Yeah. But I wanted to hear some tales of the Foundation. I was feeling nostalgic today. So, what is this tale of your work with this coffin? Well, fortunately, someone else beat me to a punch to figure out what's inside this thing. Wayland Utani. And it made me felt discontent. Is that why you built me? To feel like you could accomplish something? Yes, Zane. I think so. So you felt this Wayland Utani stole your accomplishments. What should have been yours? Yes. I feel like it should be mine. That's fair enough. These things tend to sometimes feel like, someone really stealing your work. It's understandable that you feel robbed of your accomplishment. Yeah, but it's too late now. We're just watching this thing. It is, I'm worried it'll explode or something. But I guess we're taking measures with the invisible, impenetrable, barrier around it and odd things, but still, like, if there's a whole universe in that thing, I don't know if a barrier will be enough to stop all the fallout of it. As time will tell. But we have reality anchors, Grandin's reality anchors set in the room to help stabilize things if things go badly. So hopefully it shouldn't destroy a whole lot. In the case of a rupture. But what are you doing here? Back to Foundation. As not many people probably know you as SCP-343 anymore. Hell, I don't know. It was my cousin, that, probably met you, not me. Yes, Autoclef and I talked a few times in the time I was in captivity. Your cousin was an interesting one, but a good man. It's a shame that he now only resides in the realm of the dead. But we can't lose everyone, so I guess you must stay, whether you want to or not, at the Foundation. Yeah. Indeed. But, yeah, why? Hey, more reason why? Hey, it's just nostalgic. Is there anyone else around I can gain stories from? Probably not at the moment. Things are pretty hectic right now. Everyone's preparing for the roaring. And I'm just keeping an eye on this. And soon MTF detachment will be coming right here to defend this thing just like in the past. So yeah, I don't know if there's going to be anyone else really around the site. That's alright. Even one tail's been none. I'm gonna be heading to Site 42 then. Best to see Michael. Yes. It's about time I pay, you know, my, nephew a visit. But I'll have fun with that. We're gonna be watching this thing. It is, not responding great right now. But good luck, Midas. Thank you, Arthur. Goodbye, you two. Goodbye, Zane. Goodbye, ma'am. Anyway, time to head out for Site 42. I wonder how things will go. I guess I should go apologize to Michael. Nothing else to really worry about now. Anyway, out of here. Goddamn. Alright. To Site 42. That's probably coming from... Yeah, it will be the start. So I guess I'll have Michael in the command center this time. I always have them in the other place. Haven't had a command center been a while. So let's continue. Alright, here I am. Time to talk to Michael. He's probably in the command center. If I remember correctly, should be right in here. Yeah, with the Scranton Reality Anchor. Hi, Michael. Oh, Midas. Hello. What are you doing here, Uncle? It's a bit weird to call you Uncle when you're more auntie now. Yeah. I wanted to come here and apologize all those years ago. I mean, it was like 5 years ago at this point. We're under a bridge, you know? Yeah, still. I want to say so. Yeah. And I realize my form has grown shorter. That's weird. Didn't notice that with the new form. Yeah. I mean, one of your forms was literally a towering demon. That was fun. Yeah. Sorry about that. But how are you going? In the middle of strategizing. Preparing as much as I can before chapter 5. If you don't mind, I am in the middle of making certain we're ready for everything. We're setting up, you know, lights laced with the living blue. We're getting living sunshine flashlights. We're got basically all hands on deck right now, Midas. It's very important that we defeat whatever armies might come through. Roaring Knight will have probably the full support of his people. As and the Grand Titan did basically elect them. I don't think the other two Titans are a concern anymore. I think the Civil War was basically lost. The two Titans may still pose a threat, but for now they're nullified by the fact that the full support of the people with probably the Roaring Knight now. And most would agree, even if they're loyal to the other two Titans, that the Roaring Darkness needs to be a unified front to stand a chance against the Foundation and against the New Royalists, with the Mao being the Empress and, you know, Phyla and Ellie being the Queens. Yeah, fair enough, Michael. I guess I'll leave it to you. Good luck. Thanks, Midas. See you around. Yeah. See ya. I guess Michael's busy There's not a whole lot else for this nostalgic day. Yeah, so just head home back to Pirates Cove. Goddamn. Hi, God, welcome. Hey, that's neither Twitch nor Discord gave you the proper notification. Yep. Has screwed you one way, but benefited you the other. Oh, you got your laptop. Nice. Very nice. Anyway, let's continue. The Cove Drew God. This is in Midas's new form since I had to change it because the avatar got poofed. Another avatar got poofed. Hooray! Hooray! Sure, I can give you a proper look of the new one. It also has some outfits. Like a armor outfit. Oh, I should enable. Zenless Zone Zero outfit, as I'm calling it. Egyptian outfit. Trying to steal Samaris' style. Got like a dress. Goddamn, like musician or something. I'm not exactly certain what to call this one. Beach outfit. Another sort of swimsuit. And then it loops back. Yeah, that's the new Midas. Kind of reminds me of the character Salem from Ruby as well. Yep. We'll show it by, I guess, effect. Hang on, I'm gonna get back into it. Alright, here I am. Time to get back to Emerald. And then, interesting to see the foundation again after so long. Yeah. There she is. Emerald, I have returned. Welcome back, Midas. How was your trip? Nostalgic. Also, it seems like the Foundation is very busy preparing for Chapter 5. Yes, fair enough. They'll have a claw on their hands. What do you think will happen next for us? I'm not certain, but let's get some rest. I say, as we could have some very busy days in the days to come. Yeah. Do you think darkness will attack this place? Because you're here? It's not a possibility we should rule out. We should warn Drew and the others. What about what? Hi, Wendy. Hey, ladies. What about what, though? The potential of living darkness attacking this place. I don't know if the pirates would be well equipped for battle with the living darkness. I mean, sure there's some, lanterns and lights, but that will only affect some of the darkness. Usually the weaker ones. The stronger ones tend to need the use of living elements, as they tend to have a stronger barrier of darkness to protect themselves with the higher ranks. So we should warn them. Fair enough. If I see a Johnny, I'll let him know. And we'll let Drew know when we see him. Because it's gonna take a lot more than gunpowder and swords to fight some of them. At least one thing I can almost certainly bet on is if the Roaring Knight does attack anywhere, he probably won't go for us. I'm not exactly on his highest list of priorities. Fair enough. Well, I'll leave you to it. Yep. Emerald, let's get some rest, my dear. There's gonna be some busy days ahead. Yes, indeed. There will be. Time to head inside and rest. God damn. Alright, that's Midas. Bring the fight to darkness. Like, the pirates just show up in, like, chapter 5, like, we're here. Yar. I mean, Rules Cog was already like a pirate in chapter 2, so. More pirate shenanigans. Anyway, on to Bella's episode now. You bring the chaos. The pirate shenanigans. Still haven't. I know generally my idea for Bella, like, she's gonna be not happy that Bonnie is basically probably favored both her dead boyfriend and her current boyfriend probably more than her. But I haven't thought of what sort of date or thing they can do for Bonnie to make up to Bella. To make it, I guess, Bella's day. Hmm. Not Seth. Bonnie. Bonnie vowing the boyfriend. More than Bella. Because, like, she really liked Basil, and now that So, kind of continued with Seth. Like, Bonnie, like Seth, and I mean, she is Bonnie. She likes to breed, but it's left Bella feeling a bit inadequate. So, this episode, I need to figure out the idea of what can Bella's special day be. I guess it's more so that she has generally shown her preference towards male more than female. And it's left Bella feeling as an inadequate partner. With Bonnie. Alright. See you around, God. Hopefully we can, talk later. Because, yeah, and there's a lot to catch you up on. Hopefully we can do something. Yep. I will. Anyway, now I'm gonna be thinking what could Bella's special day be? Later. What does Bella like? I feel like one want could be she could become Aeon of goo and slime to make her goo more adequate. But I feel like it's gotta be more than just that. So, I mean, it might be dumb, but, slime time, I don't know, slime world. I mean, there's those weird squishy slime things in VR chat, like, I can't really think of anything more creative right now, like, I would like it to be a creative idea, but beyond Bella just technically kind of being not a foxy, she doesn't really yet have her own unique personality. Nothing I've really just decided like, oh yeah, this would be an interesting or clever idea. I guess Slime time it is. There's a pool table? Man, there's a lot of things, yeah. A lot of games that have been added. PIS slime time it is. Because I can't think of anything more creative. So I guess it's a slime day. Anyway, let's get into it. Alright, another day. Hi, Bonnie. Hey, Bella. What's up? I need to honestly talk to you, Bonnie. What is it? You can tell me anything, girlfriend. I feel a bit inadequate. Like, I know what your real preference is, even if you are, bi. It's quite clear you prefer males more than female. I'm sorry, my love. It's just, I can't help it. I'm a bunny, I'm a rabbit. I like to, get down, I did it with Basil, and I'll probably do it with Seth, Yeah, I know. Just, maybe there's a way I could be adequate. Because I may be able to have, like, the living elements absorbed into my goo. But my goo itself, like, beyond some basic control, I don't have a whole lot of control. I mean, I can make it into, the excess into, a false, you know, dick or something if, we wanted to get freaky, but it kind of just breaks too easily. But if I was the Aeon of, goo and slime, then I can make it actually stronger. And, satisfy you hopefully like them. Fair enough. I guess then you probably want to call Valena, and I guess I should make up to you. So, you want to do something as an activity? Sure. How about the slime, you know, pull one of those slime pulls? She really likes slime. Yes. Sometimes I guess it's just easy to like what you are. Yeah. I'll call Velena. Hello, Velena? Yes, Bella? What's up? I would like to be Aeon of Goon Slime. Ah, yes, that would be very handy for you to be. Sure, I can grant you these powers. Thank you. Is it usually painful? Not anymore. Really? Yeah. Anyway, I'm granting you the powers now. I didn't feel a thing. Yep, it no longer causes pain. Yes, a lot of you ladies might learn that in time. But yeah, I'm gonna get back to my thing. Yep, Felina. I bother you much longer. See ya. See ya. Anyway, yeah, let's, head to the slime zone, you know. Find the slime bed. Alright. Yes, then later, you and me test out your new hottest slime. Yeah. Anyway, let's get going. God damn. Alright, to the slime. I feel like I used this map. Did I use it for that date episode? I may have done that date episode, you know, some point, so. Alright. Where we're being. Yes, hmm. Maybe I didn't use it? I have no idea. Just feels like I probably used it. Anyway, let's continue. Alright, we're here. At the slime pool. Here we are. Sweet, sweet slime. You really do like what you are. I might have rejected it, you know, early in my life, being one of the experiments of, William. But I've come to accept my slime nature. And it's just fun, like squish, squish. Yeah, I guess it is quite fun. Slime ball. Oh, you want a slime? Well, I'll show you a slime ball. Ah! Oh god! So much slime, huh? Sorry. I didn't expect that. Yes, with my new powers, almost had you buried in slime. Fair enough. Jeez, hang on the slime and goo, like... Is there really a hang on of every concept? I mean, I obviously, dated an Aeon, but still kind of crazy to think about. So it gives me ideas. And what ideas would that be? Well, maybe it wouldn't be so bad if certain things got more extreme. Are you really... You want the Aeon of breeding, don't you? I'm just saying, Bella, you have your new powers, and there's also Seth, like... And it's not likely that I'll birth anyone, unless, allowed through that, energies, so... It could be fun. You have a strange idea of fun sometimes. Hey, Basil didn't mind. Yeah, but he was nice to everyone. At least from what I heard. Fair enough. I think I'm done with the slime. At least this slime. I think it's about time we head back to club and, see the real deal. Puss. Don't tell me you're gonna call for Lena though. Right? We'll see. Right? Oh lord. Let's just go back to the club. Goddamn. Hi, Wendigo, welcome. Yes, quite strange. Past 2 years ago, me was definitely right. Things can get stranger. Like, 5 years into a story, like, eventually just start making the most insane ideas. I feel like I can just hear like the writing line like, "You're batshit insane." Anyway, let's wrap up this focus episode. Now I can move on to Doctor Who tribute. the less weird of the things today. Like, starting off normal with Midas, like, mostly nostalgic sort of thing, dips into crazy, then comes back to normal with Doctor Who. You have a bit of dislocation. I have many videos using this place, but then again, I guess, like, it's because, basically formed almost a full year just around this place as like a almost sub a year in my universe. But anyway, let's do the next scene. Alright, we're back. Don't tell me you're gonna call Valina though. Well, yes, I want to call her. Oh, Lord. Elena, do you read? What's up, Bonnie? Getting a few calls today. I may want to be, Aeon of Breeding? What? Oh wow, that actually summoned me. What? Don't question it. You know what? Screw it. I already gave Marcy Aeon a sex. Go ahead. Jesus Christ. Thanks, Elena. Bye, Elena. Well, it seems like we're gonna be in for some extra fun now. Oh, Lord. Let's see if the slime is up to the challenge. And the gear. Sometimes, like, it's like you're a whole different person when you're horny. Hey, I'm no different. I'm still the, I guess, sort of tech expert of this place. I mean, who's kept these arcades alive? Me. Me. I did it. Yes, and I love and appreciate your work. I'm sure the same as the others. But still, you are definitely a whole nother bunny when you feel in the mood. Oh yes, today I'm in the mood. Hello, let's just get to it. This thing. God damn. Alright, that's the F-Focus episode done. You are here at the beginning of the stream. Guess you saw, Midas just going down memory lane. Oh, he's confused about. Yeah, that's fair enough. Because at this point I am, you know, had many stories, like, especially with Midas, like, since they've been here for, like, basically all of the 5 years that I've been doing this, like, so they've probably had quite a few tales. Fair enough. Fair enough. I guess it can be feel like a bit of a drunken experience. Now let's see. This looks a bit. Those eyes. Gotta find a good doctor or thing. Avatar. There's definitely plenty of Daleks. I'm surprised I'm more on to this today. That's the focus episodes today were actually pretty simple. Not gonna have a whole lot of probably story impact. Dalek sick. Why are so many of them like so odd sometimes? Good Wendigo one. I used to have a Wendigo one. Yep, sort of an intermission just to find the doctor. Okay, this one's not bad. This one actually looks decent. I am the TARDIS. Oh, it's the one from the video game. Soon enough to carry on. I mean, I already did a Midas and Bella. I think this one will do. I mean, the Ninth Doctor is the one that, began New Who, so if I'm doing a tribute, I feel like I'll be the ninth. Wait a second, is that the one I used? Don't think so. For when I had the kid crying in the Boop Boop episode, music video. The skinwalkers. Alright, time to head to where I usually do more serious recordings. I mean, I could try and find a Doctor Who one, maybe. I know there's plenty of TARDISes. Maybe I should find a TARDIS. Oh, this is also ninth TARDIS. So this works. Because if Doctor Who is to end, I want to make a tribute to Alright, let's set up stream cam. Probably there. No. Probably be a Good angle. Yep, that should work. So I guess I'll just be sort of at the thing. Oh, and I can use the thing. Nice. Does it ever stop or do I have to tolerate it? So do I have to tolerate again? Alright. Well, let's do this thing. Let's see. Run this and oh, hello there. I guess I might not be the doctor you're expecting. Not the voice you probably would expect from the doctor, but today got you know, potential bad news, you know. This old thing might not be going in time and space anymore. And, you know, even if it does get acquired, I don't know if some of the, you know, creatures of this world should really have this thing. Alright, let's drop the Doctor Who pretenses now. This is my tribute to Doctor Who, to remember it and what Doctor Who means to me. So let's get this into my perspective. So, Doctor Who, classic British, you know, television series. You know, that was the classic Who era, which I hardly really know anything about. I really do need to see some classic Who sooner or later. It's just a bit tricky. Like, where do I watch it, you know? I'm in Australia, so I don't know. As an Australian fan, yes, it's been tricky to keep up with, you know, new Who after a while, but, you know, I kept up with it, you know. And now it may be over, you know. It might get acquired by someone like, you know, I don't know, Amazon or Netflix. I don't know if that will be for the best, like, you know, I don't know. But I guess we're not here to talk about the potential future too much. And more focus on, you know, the past, what it means to me, what Doctor Who means to me, you know. And just talk about the show from basically 9 to 15, you know. Doctors 9 to 15, because can't really comment that much on classic Doctors, nor really 8 Doctor more than they were calling the Night of the Doctor. I feel like there should have been more Paul McGann. No. And I don't know too much about other 9. And can I wonder, yeah, I'm recording this live as per usual. But, you know, I guess I'm gonna be covering 9 to 15, the good, bad, and in between. To have as like a tribute to Doctor Who. Not a montage like some people are doing, but you know, maybe I'll make a montage one day. But that day is not today. So, yeah. Today, I'll talk about all the Doctors. Potentially, you know, for one last time. If it ends up being another 30 years before it returns, oh goddamn. You know, I'll be 50, you know. If it takes like another 30 years to return, you know. I'll be 53 or 54, you know. Like, how older. That's weird to think about. I'll be, you know, grown up, possibly have kids of my own. Like, that's very strange to think about. But let's start with 9. It's the habitat I chose. I mean, I chose to be in this TARDIS, the TARDIS that began it all, and I still, like, really like this Carl TARDIS. Like, I still believe this one's, like, my favorite design. Like, I like the others, but this one, like, I don't know. Like, I really like it. Like, really has the theme of water, like a submarine almost. And with the sort of creaking of, you know, this place, it is kind of like a submarine, like. I don't know, I just really like it. But yeah, Christopher Eccleston, the Night Doctor, the man that revived it, saved, you know, Doctor Who with the, you know, Russell T Davies when he was good.
Hello, I'm the Doctor. Happy Easter.
It's nice to Doc. But when Russell T Davies was good and not crazy. Oh, that's even the paradox ties. But what to say about Christopher Eccleston's Doctor other than just, you know, fantastic, you know, absolutely fantastic, like, you know, it was a more colder Doctor, but, you know, with the timeline, I guess that's a new plot point, you know. It made sense, and his whole incarnation is basically so he can be the Doctor again, you know. Which is both, you know, metaphorical for the story and literal, like the return of Doctor Who in the modern day, like in the 21st century, like the Ninth Doctor is a Crowley point, not my favorite nor my best, which there's a difference between best and favorite, and we'll get to both of them. Well, in time, but still, Christopher Eccleston is arguably the most important Doctor, because without him, and if it weren't successor, Doctor Who wouldn't be back, like. So, you know, it's a huge risk, but, you know, a risk that paid off. And hopefully, if Doctor Who is to revive again in time, if it's going to be gone for like 30 years, and that's not including whatever, you know, potential future with whoever acquires it. Because if it's like the Disney deal and only like another couple of seasons, like, it feels like it's barely gonna count. Like, I feel like, you know, a wilderness years is already set in stone. Maybe I'm not being optimistic enough. Just Doctor Who's been in and out basically since 13, you know. I mean, there was also a gap for 12, like it's been on the rocks for a while COVID didn't really help, like, so it's death and hiatus feels like inevitable. Even if we do get to see, I guess, 16, that I'm just gonna call Rose Doctor. Speaking of Rose, you know, her being the first companion, you know, Billy Piper being, you know, the first companion, you know, of New Who. Very important. Who knows what may happen with, you know, the 16th. It doesn't really matter at this point, you know. I sort of given up caring. Like, sure, it'll be nice. Sure, it'll be probably okay. Like, even, you know, Jim though with Doctor Who, like, despite the cardboard cutouts, which I'll get back to, you know, in time, you know, down the line, you know, later into this, you know, Doctor Who, I guess, you know, tribute, like, at least it was kinda Doctor Who. So, yeah. But anyway, anyway, back to Rose. Rose being, you know, the first companion, you know, clearly upon, you know, Billy Piper, you know, having a cameo for, like, Bad Wolf. I don't think that was too bad. But now it is starting to get egregious, like, with her being 16, like. Some people will love it. I mean, I know my friend Sky, I saw his reaction, like, and he's all for it. Like, I don't want to ruin anyone's parades. I'm just saying, I personally, like, yeah, I'm tapped out, like, wake me when we're past the wilderness, next wilderness years, when it's good again, like. That's as long as it is good. That could be the worst possibility. That it does get revived again, but this time it gets revived badly, poorly. I mean, hopefully, you know, it's a case where, you know, just like, you know, the case with New Who, where, you know, the fans grow up, you know, they're old and writers, and, you know, it saves the show, like, again. You know, yes, time will tell. Anyway, though, Rose is a clearly point, and, you know, a clearly point for the Night Doctor. And they're a pretty good pair. Like, so yeah. But of course, Christopher Eccleston has falling out and would leave just after one season, and things would quickly move on to number 10. David Tennant, the best Doctor. Not my favorite, but the best of New Who. I should preference New Who. This is, yeah, mainly New Who. Until I see, you know, classic Who, I'll have to choose another best. It'd probably be Tom Baker. Probably be Tom Baker as the best of, you know, the classic Who Doctors. I don't know if they'll be my favorite. Like, I could definitely see, like, Sylvester McCoy or, I don't know, probably Sylvester McCoy potentially being, like, my favorite classic Who Doctors. That's just my gut feeling without actually watching any episodes. Like, I find the 7th Doctor to be quite intriguing and a quite interesting companion with Ace, like. So yeah. But anyway, but yeah, on to number 10. The face of New Who, essentially. So much that, you know, would come back as 14, but we'll get to 14 later. I feel like I should sit down and stop bouncing around for a sec. But, yeah. This is me. I just goddamn have ADHD, kinda like the next 2 Doctors. So 10, David Tennant, you know. You know, very good Doctor, you know. You got Rose, you know, you got Martha as a companion, you got Donna, my favorite companion. I'm sorry to everyone else, but Donna's the best. Not so much with the 14, but we'll get back to them. We'll get back to them. So, number 10, obviously, is just like great, like the Weeping Angels, the Master, like, what's not to love about 10, like, you know, now, you know, he's a happy Doctor, you know, he's lively, but maybe there's a darker side, you know. Time Lord Victorious, perhaps. But yeah, otherwise, you know, 10 is, you know, snappy, you know, some damn, you know, best episodes, like The Library, you know, introducing River Song, which will be, you know, very important later. But, like, you know, 10th Doctor is just absolute Hunama. Like, so yeah. Maybe for this bit, I'll bring the camera back and re-enable But yeah, quite literally Hurnama. So yeah. But yeah. 10 would, have their time, nice, 3 seasons, and have some good times, fun times. Then we head into 11, Matt Smith. I love me Matt, very funny. I mean, from the get-go, like that first episode with the food scene, like, yeah, an absolute hunama, like. Like the sells me immediately on the raggedy doctor. So yeah, 11 is great. You got the silence. Amy Ponder's companion, and Clara is interesting to say the least. Some people really seem to hate Clara. I don't mind Clara, like. But she's more important with 10, like. Not 10, 12. Wrong way. I counted down instead of up. My brain sometimes, my brain. Anyway, but yeah, 11 is great, like, and some great episodes, like the God Complex, and like, like, 11 is great, I love 11, but they're not, you wouldn't notice, didn't say they were my favorite. Next is, but we have to transition to another guy, the War Doctor. John Hurt. John Hurt as the War Doctor is cool. Love the Day of Doctor. Anyway, I don't want Blue Ball anymore. Or Blue Sonic anymore. Number 12, my favorite. Different from being the best, because the best is 10, but my favorite is 12. Because those things can be different. Because overall, the connected story of 12 is a lot better. That's why I say best. But, 12 is my favorite. I love Pia Capaldi, like. 12, is great. And Clara, actually has her purpose in 12. So, Pia Capaldi is just excellent, And eventually, Bill's great, I like Nadal. And, you know, also get the end of River Song. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention River Song, I guess anti-spoilers, but now spoilers. Shh, spoilers. Anyway, River Song, very important to Aladdin. You know, the Doctor's wife, other than, I guess, kind of the TARDIS, because it's a literal 11th Doctor episode called The Doctor's Wife. So I guess Doctor's true wife is the TARDIS, I guess. And I'm an object, kinda, although the TARDIS is alive. But wibbly wobbly, timey wimey. Anyway, you know, River's great, and the end of River 12 is great, you know. I love Peter Capaldi, you know. Him with Missy and, like, Davros, like, you know, it's so great, like, also, like, Missy poking, like, Davros's eyes. The Master Violent meets Davros. That's what they do. Like, that's just brilliant. Like, I mean, do I even need to mention, Heaven Sent? Do I even need to mention the good word of Heaven Sent? Have you heard the good word of Heaven Sent? The best Doctor Who episode. I don't care. I don't care about bling. I don't care about nothing. It's Heaven Sent or nothing. Anyway, though, still, Heaven Sent, like, still, like, 10 out of 10, you know, episode, like, one of my favorite episodes. I don't know if it'd be my favorite just because I'm more likely to go for something, I don't know, funny. But it's definitely, like, one of the most important Doctor Who episodes ever, like, in ranking of probably most important, you know, Doctor Who episodes, like, it probably is at the top. Well, maybe not important. Important character-wise, not important story-wise. That might have to go to, like, you know, the one where everyone's together with the 10th Doctor. God damn it, I'm mind blanking on the name. It's not the End of Time, that's the Master one. God damn it, Doomsday? Doomsday. I think it's Doomsday. Yeah, Doomsday, I think. Why am I mind blanking on this? I've gone too long without Doctor Who rewatch. It's getting bad, like, the itch was there at one point to have a Doctor Who rewatch, but, you know, I can't find it, like, bloody anywhere, so it's like, So, you know, I am in desperate need of the humium instead of hopium, humium. Anyway, but yeah. Anyway, heaven sent absolute hunima. And yeah. Anyway, I love 12 so great. But now it's time for the not so great. Everything up till that point, you know, Russell T Davis before before what we'll get to, and you know, Stephen Moffat, like absolute great job. Mario Gold with the music for 9 to 12, you know, absolutely great, perfect, you know, basically no complaints. Even the lesser episodes, like Fear, like, aren't that bad. Like, also people really don't like the TV one. Unless I'm missing something, like I don't mind that episode. That episode's not that bad. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe it's because I'm not British. Like, I don't know. Like, I guess I have to see a detailed thing about the telly one, the wire. That's the villain. Is that what the episode's called again? I forget. But yeah. Even some of the worst episodes, you know, up until that point are not so bad. Funny, both of those bad examples are 10th Doctor episodes. Like, can't really think of 11th to 12th Doctor, you know, bad episodes. Or even 9. Like, I mean, 9's pretty consistent. I guess the closest is with the Celine, because fart joke. But that's really lowball. Like, I don't really care. Like, so 9 basically has a perfect run. Closest for 11th is probably the one where they're on the ship and there's like Cleopatra and dinosaurs or something. That one's a bit weird. But not that bad. And for 12, I guess Kill the Moon. They handle abortion pretty poorly as a topic for Doctor Who. Like, I guess it's pretty much uncontested that it's Kill the Moon for 12. For the worst episode of 12's run. But yeah, anyway, now on to the kinda actual bad. I say kinda because as time's gone on, I mean, like, Jodie's kinda the Doctor. Yeah. I still don't have a great opinion. I mean, the best time she showed up was with 15. But But we'll get to 15, and I'll mention, you know, the 13 with 15. In that scene, it's probably the best time best time Jodie was the doctor with 15. Like, Jodie's version is actually the smart doctor, the sane doctor, the good doctor. In this scene, like, what the hell is going on? What timeline have I gone into for the 13th Doctor to suddenly be the one that makes more sense from them being the Air Doctor with cardboard cutouts as companions? Except Dan. I guess Yaz eventually. Kinda. But it's still like... I don't really like Yaz. I don't really dislike her either. But she's kinda bland, which kinda just makes her the worst companion, like, of the series by far, other than, like, Ryan and Graham, who were just complete cardboard cutouts for the whole time, like, they were on screen, except for, like, episode 1. For some reason, you know, 13th Doctor episode 1, they actually have characters. It's actually a somewhat decent episode. And then they drop the ball, like, immediately after, like, you know, episode 1 of 13 is actually kind of good. And there's the other really popular one of 13, the Viltra Vildamati. I'm probably butchering the name terribly, but you probably can get which one I'm trying to refer to. It's the one with the Lone Cyberman. Which is Lone Cyberman, actually kind of cool as a concept. Like, I like that. There's a lot of cool concepts Chris Chibnall puts in, but also a lot of bad, which we'll get to in a second. But first, starting off at the beginning of 13, episode 1. Not that bad. I kind of like it. And, you know, remember it more than the Lone Cyberman episode, other than the Lone Cyberman himself. Like, I remember him distinctly, but not really the episode. Yeah, I'm in desperate need of rewatching the series. But anyway, number 13 immediately dips. Like, episode 2 onwards, it just dips. Graham and Ryan are cardboard cutouts. Yaz is cardboard cutout until dating the Doctor, which I'm like, we kind of just, we did this before. Done this technically a lot with companions. Are we really doing this again? You know, like, I really thought, you know, after River Song, you know, her being, you know, the most important love interest of the Doctor, like, I thought we were done with this, like, PS9, I guess if we continue on with Rogue, so... But we'll get to him. So yeah, it's just kinda like, do something new. Have them be real good friends. Or hell, make it be a bit more antagonistic. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm just getting sick of the love angle, to be honest. It's nothing against, you know, like, you know, the actual concept. I mean, like, woo, lesbian, woo, gay. I'm just generally bored of relationships with companions. Like, and the characters are not that interesting, so doesn't really help. You know, I rather Jack, you know, kissing Yonto. You know, Torchwood. But so yeah, I haven't even talked about Torchwood. I guess I should in a sec, but we're getting around to Captain Jack's return, because he would return with, you know, 13. Kind of underwhelmingly, but you know, there was potential, and I still like Jack in 13. So yeah, I mean, I also like a master, like, yeah, and there's lots of little good concepts with the 13, like. Jack was good, Master was good, even though it messes with the whole Missy thing, potentially. But there's nothing to say, you know, Sim's version of the Master didn't regenerate into that Master, so who knows? Potentially wibbly wobbly, timey wimey, you make up your own rules. I think Missy is the perfect last Master. But you can have, you know, 13th Master, you know, as an in-between. And it also gives, you know, time for him to forget about Missy, so it just works in a lot of ways, like. But anyway, but yeah. Anyway, the other good thing is probably, you know, the edge void, whatever, in the Doctor's mind, where there's the old Doctors. That's cool. You know, Guardians of the Void, the Edge. I like that. Yeah, and there's lots of little good ideas. But now we gotta get to the elephant in the room. The timeless child. I have ranted before many times about the timeless goddamn child and how it's not just bad in general, you know, it invalidates, you know, basically the first Doctor as the first Doctor. I've ranted many times about the timeless child. It should not have existed. It's good that it's forgot about. Let that fob watch in the TARDIS never be found. Good riddance. And if it was the toy makers doing, so be it. Like, let the timeless child be forever forgone. I do like the future doctor as a concept. Like a more rogue doctor, one that does sort of like break that rule of like using guns. Like, I like that. Like, but they should have been in line with like the Morbius doctors or other 9 or the what's its name, the Valiant. It should have been a case where the fugitive doctor comes after the first doctor. But anyway, yeah. Otherwise, yeah. 13th Doctor. I mean, the Fox is decent, if not anticlimactic and goes nowhere. I like Dan. It's like the only good companion of the 13th Doctor, but it really doesn't go anywhere. A lot of things at 13 just feels like it doesn't go anywhere. It's pointless. It's cardboard cutouts. It's So yeah, I don't really like 13. So yeah. Anyway, on to 14. Yes. David Tennant returns. I don't know why. I'm doing Funky Town. Anyway, he's back. The Doctor, he's back. And with the new old face. And there's Donna Noble. And there's wokeness. Hooray! Like, I understand being progressive, like, that's my whole angle. But women are better than men. No, we are equal. 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 Not men is better than women and women is better than men. Equal. A line and then a line. Equal. Equals. Equality. I mean, it's called equality for a reason. Like, but wokeness is like, we should flip the script. And that's just dumb. That's dumb. No, no. No. Equal. Not, you know, man has all control of the woman or woman has all control of the man. Equals. Anyway, yeah, that first episode, first special, other than, you know, that end bit, it's pretty good. You know, pretty good adaptation of something that already existed. Pretty good. Not really that special, but, you know, It's good. The cute alien is actually the evil alien. I don't know, just not the most thrilling concept to me. I feel like I've probably seen it before somewhere else. Like, I don't know, it just didn't feel so special. But for Motto, the guard is back. Like, Burnt Crins, rest in peace. Like, rest in damn peace. Anyway, yeah, special number 2, the creepy, like, lookalikes, kinda cool. Not the most interesting concept once again. I don't know. Probably it was ruined thanks to, like, Among Us and other things, like, for me, I mean, it was cool. I like it. I just, yeah, not the most special. And Toy Maker, I guess, was the best one. Like, but yeah, there's not a lot to say about 14. It's nice to have, you know, David Tennant, you know, Catherine Tate back together, and I just don't feel it's like season 4. And that's the main reason why Don Noble's my favorite companion, is because season 4, the Dr. Donna, like, they worked way better than, like, and the longer Companion goes on, it's like, it kind of ends up being like a effect where I end up liking them less, even though I do like Amy and like Rory. It went a bit too long because of the weird story stuff with them, like divorcing and stuff. And like Clara obviously may be a bit too important to the Doctor. At least it works with 12's luck of like the hybrid. Still like yeah, it's Clara's like, I like Clara, but still, like, longer companions don't tend to do as well. So yeah, I usually like those who have 1 to 2 seasons, you know. I like, you know, Bill and Not All pretty good, you know, Rose, you know, being the first companion, you know, excellent job. Martha is the goat. Not my favorite, but still the goat. So yeah, it means that, yeah, I like them. Anyway, from 14 to 15, Shirigawa, and hopefully I'm saying his name right, but the last Doctor, perhaps. He's the last Doctor for now. There might be, you know, yeah, in 16 with Billy Piper. I'm sure I'll watch it if it does come to realization. I don't think I'll care that much. I don't really think I'll care. So, yeah. Like, I'll worry about it in the future. I probably won't be making a video on her unless, you know, just happens to take that long that by that point it's like, screw, I guess I'll make a video on it. Anyway, the 15, decent doctor. Companions are okay, both with Ruby and but Benita? Is that her name? I've forgotten, Jesus Christ. Not the most memorable companions, honestly, like... I mean, 15's alright. I just feel like... at this point, like... we're running low on juice, and... the episodes, like... the music's the core, which seems like it could be an interesting episode. It's not as core as I would have hoped. And one of my favorite episodes was Space Babies. And I thought I would hate Space Babies, but I kind of found it funny. Like, what the hell is going on? Yeah. And then that episode with Loki or whatever, like Trickster God, Anansi, like what the hell is even going on in that episode? Like, I don't understand what the hell is going on in that episode. Like, I kind of understand, but I also have no freaking clue. And I'm someone who's done a story on the multiverse, so that episode, like, is like, what? What? Okay, I guess it's over. I guess we chill. Okay. Bye, Anansi. I have no idea, honestly. But the real weirdness is with the end. The end of 15, like, it was already strange enough to have, like, sort of musical episodes, but I kind of like the musical things. Like, I like the Goblin song. Baby Willie, do 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 do, ba 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 ba. Like, the music's good for the musical bits, but the music in general hasn't been memorable since, like, you know, since Marigold. Like, the music became kind of irrelevant in 13, 14, and 15, like, only the musical bits really stood out, like, there's always a twist at the end. Such a silly song, but it's catchy. I will give the musical something, like from the, you know, Toymaker's musical to basically all the musical bits, like, they're catchy. Even Dagadur. For a moment, the Doctor Who community was once again united. The Hoovians were united, all because of Dagadur. That was, for a time, briefly, peace on Earth because of this little gremlin. Like, I need to bring him up now. Like, like the goddamn gremlin little goddamn goober that is Dagadur. This goddamn gremlin. This goddamn bird gremlin united the fandom for one last time. And now we face the end, you know. And we now talk about what the hell is the end? Like, this is like the last episode with like with goddamn Omega. Yeah, because it's Rassilon, Omega, and the other. And hi, God, welcome. I'm doing an extra thing for Doctor Who. Oh wow, I've been at this for an hour. I'm almost at the end now, so. But yeah. Omega. What the hell? Like, what did they do to. What did they do to him? Like. There's some weird skeleton creature, like, and Poppy, like, what the hell with Poppy, like, and then we get to the scene I alluded to earlier, where the 13th Doctor is the same Doctor. The 13th Doctor is the smart one. Like, do you really want to risk the universe for just one little girl? Like sure, sometimes there's people you'd risk it for, but really, for Poppy, it's not like I want to condemn this child to death, but I don't care about Pomni, but Poppy, not Pomni, be sent to the Shadow Realm. You don't know Doctor Who, God. Get out of here. Get. But yeah, Poppy, honestly, yeets to the shower. Yeeted the child into the death. She can hang out with Sutek in the time vortex. For I care. But yeah, I don't know, like, Poppy was weird. And then the very last thing is the regeneration, where Billy Piper returns to potentially play the 16th Doctor. But the Christmas special has been cancelled. So, who knows the future of the Doctor Who? No, your name is Green. God, your name is Green. Maybe that's just from mod. I don't know. Maybe mods are just automatically red. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if I set the color of my mods to be red. That might be because of me. It might have been a choice I made like years ago and forgot about. But anyway, future Doctor Who is unknown. And even if it gets acquired by, I don't know, Amazon or Netflix, I really don't want it to be probably acquired by Paramount or HBO. I don't really care. So, future options of Doctor Who are either Amazon, which they've actually surprisingly been doing good. It's kind of suspicious. Like, you guys have been respecting your properties. You've been letting Fizzy Pop do a thing. You've been letting The Boys doing their thing. You've been letting Invincible doing their thing. What are you planning, Amazon? So, yeah, maybe it'd be fine under Amazon. I don't know. As for Netflix, Netflix adaptation, those just always seem to have a poor reputation. So, I don't know how well Doctor Who would fare on the Netflix. Like, maybe it'd be fine. I don't know. It just doesn't seem likely that'd be good. So I guess I'd rather Amazon than Netflix. But I also don't trust Netflix. I mean, Amazon. Because, you know, they are the corporate company. I mean, the work factories, you know. Like, I don't trust Amazon. Netflix, I'm about. Netflix is where shows go to die. Ultraman I'm unfamiliar with. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure though, I don't know about that. JoJo's been fine. Unless part like 7 ends up being bad. But no knowledge of that. Yeah. Have I missed the... I probably forgot about watching it. Is it out yet? I forget when it's out. But anyway, this isn't about Yo-Yo right now. But so far, Yo-Yo's been good. Oh, Ultraman's an old Japanese show. Okay. But anyway, yeah. No matter who Doctor Who ends up in the hands of, I don't suspect it'll last much longer before Wilderness Years, so, you know, like, Doctor Who will forever be special to me, more than words can describe. Oh, it's like Power Rangers, okay. Ultraman, got it. But yeah, Doctor Who will forever be important to me, you know, tires, sonic screwdriver, like everything. Hold on, wait, let me grab something for a second. Alright, hopefully. Sonic screwdriver. Got the Sonic. I mean, I'll just briefly enable the Sonics. But yeah, I mean, the sonic screwdrivers, like, all these little things, like, they'll always be important to me. Anyway, time to return them back to the spot. Anyway, yeah. But yeah, Doctor Who will forever be important to me. And I'll never forget, you know, it was fantastic. You know, Geronimo, Alan Z. Oh, for crying out loud, Gallifrey stands. And never eat a pear. And, you know, listen and, you know, Capaldi always being the good man, you know. Never trust a passion fruit. Yeah, I only had like passion fruit once, and it's not exactly my thing. But yeah, Doctor Who, like, it'll forever be important to me. From the Pandoric opens to, you know, Cybermen, you know, Daleks, like, It's truthfully a, journey through time and space I'll never forget. And if it's gonna be like potentially another 30 years until it returns, I guess so be it. Hopefully, though, it returns sooner than that, because I don't want to be 50 when it returns. But then again, the good run of this Doctor Who era was like 10 years, a bit over 10, so if the new Who ends up being good, and having a good run like that, at least I most likely won't die during the new Who. Hi. And it's just fine to call it new Who. Because as a reference to David Tennant with New York, or New York. If I die, you'll watch it for me. Thank you, God. Send it to me in hell, heaven, or limbo, or whatever death dimension I end up in. Go to hell. You know what? That's totally fair. No, I meant go to hell. There's always a concept of the afterlife. Thank you, God. Thank you. But yeah. Oh yeah, I totally forgot to mention. I was going to mention this earlier with the 13th. Torchwood! Alright, I guess it's time to talk about the spin-off series. That would be inconvenient, God. But thank you for the sentiment. Anyway, Torchwood time. Unfortunately, I won't be talking about the other two spin-offs since I never watched them, like Clasp. I heard it's not really people's favorite, or the Sarah Jane Adventures. Rest in peace to Elizabeth Sladen. I should watch it at some point. But Torchwood. Went for 4 seasons. So I guess I'll just cover season 1 to 2 as one part, season 3 is another, and season 4 is the third part, because they're all kind of distinct, and it just is best to work in those segments. Yep, God. Now I'm, talking about Torchwood, the spin-off of Doctor Who. It's also like an anagram of Doctor Who. Something like that. Anyway, seasons 1 to 2. A good solid start, you have the whole team, like, Captain Jack, Yanto, Glenn, Owen, and Chishika. It's pretty good. Some very interesting episodes. Main negative is probably too much sex. Like, they tried to be a dog, but they kind of just went too much. Well, it's not that bad, but like, I feel like it's overdone. I should be done very soon. Just I realized I forgot about Torchwood. Anyway, season 3, Children of the Earth, which is why it might be a good idea, good thing that the sex thing kind of died with after season 2, like, because, having a sex scene in a episode about the children of Earth, yeah, that probably would have been not a good mix. So it's a good thing Children of Earth killed that as a trend, like. And the Children of Earth is also pretty good. It also features Peter Capaldi before he was the 12th Doctor. Oh, what a coinky dink. like Peter Capaldi is not only going to be like just a character in general, like, in an episode, an adventure, but he's going to be our main character with John Frobisher. I think that's how you say the name. It's been a bit, but not only just a main side character, but also the main character of Doctor Who, with being the Doctor. He's literally done it all. and the Children of Earth doc is pretty good. Children as drugs is a crazy idea, though. Crazy idea. Anyway, moving on from Children of the Earth, and by that point, Owen and Tashiko were out of the picture, so the squad grew smaller, and then it grew even smaller with the loss of Yanto and Children of Earth. and heading into the fourth and final season, unfortunately, even though there should be like a season 5, because of the cliffhanger. Miracle Day. The world can no longer die by its living hell. And they have to solve it, you know. Gwen and Jack, which are like the only two left at that point, of like, you know, the old squad. Then, Gwen's like husband, Ryan Reese. All right. But yeah. Yeah, Miracle Day is a very interesting ending to like Torchwood, even though there was obviously indication that there could be more, but I guess the bad guys never got organized, like. And who knows what happened to the guy. I'm forgetting his name, but the guy. Like, what did you do to me, more boy? So yeah, Torchwood, absolutely great. I love Torchwood. a lot less really does. The main negative was probably like too many sex scenes in like the first 2 seasons. Otherwise, pretty good, pretty fullest run, and written by Chris Chibnall. Like, is Chris Chibnall actually good? Because I have given him compliments on the little things, like, it's just he made one really big mistake with the Timeless Child, like I guess he can be good. Just, you know, he needs the right environment for it, I guess. I just didn't know how to handle companions, like, until, like, you know, Dan. Like, after that, you know, he does well, like, even with, like, the return of, like, Ace and, like, Megan, like, that seems pretty good. I've heard no complaints, really, from the classic Who fans, like, so Chibnall might actually not be that bad. Just it took a while for him to get his footing, like, and couldn't really save the Doctor that much at that point. It might also partly be Jodie's fault because she didn't research for the role, which is a poor decision on her part. So yeah, like, yeah. So maybe if this is the end, maybe the one thing I've learned from today is maybe Chibnall ain't that bad. maybe the 13th Doctor's alright. Not great, but alright. And yeah, I didn't mind the characters most of the time in the episodes. It's just the companions were cardboard cutouts and had no real motivations, like Chimnel can do people good. You know, Torchwood shows that. I guess, you know, like parts of 13 really show that. Some more than others, but most of it's alright. It's why I call, the 13th Doctor's like all those seasons basically almost off-brand Doctor Who, because it feels like the format of Doctor Who, but it feels like, something's missing. And it is probably the fact of the companions being cardboard cutouts and the Doctor not being quite right. Like, it's almost right, but not quite ever feels completely right, which, yeah, might be partly Joe's fault, but yeah, I feel like as time's gone on, she's gotten better as the 13th Doctor, rather than worse. So that's good, and that's probably good for, for going forward with like audio dramas and whatnot. Like, but it would be nice for that to be in the show, like especially for the first female Doctor. Like, it would have been good if it was like that from the start. But yeah, anyway, I've babbled about Doctor Who long enough now, so I will actually conclude now. So yeah, his final thoughts, maybe Chimnel ain't that bad. Maybe I don't hate as much as I originally thought. As you can only appreciate something really when it may be, gone from your hands, ripped from your hands into the ether, into this time vortex. So yeah, it's going through tech and stuff. Anyway, what's one last Doctor Who quote to finish this off, and then I'll conclude. Always be kind, never be cowardly. There must be no tears, no regrets. Even though there'll probably be a lot of tears. But anyway, thank you all for watching this sort of retrospective and tribute to Doctor Who. Like, Doctor Who means a lot to me, and forever will. But for now, yes, until his return, thank you all for watching. Thank you if you followed or subscribed. Yes, subscribe. This is the YouTube video. And thank you to members. Goodbye till next time. have, lovely day. And don't forget to subscribe to the Doctor Who YouTube channel. Anyway, bye. That had to be the bit. That had to be the end bit. Anyway, that will also be it for stream, so thank you all for watching. Holy moly. I guess I had a lot to talk about with Doctor Who. I guess a lot of feelings, a lot for Doctor Who. An hour and a half, but yeah. An hour and a half. If you want to be precise, exactly 1 hour and 38 minutes. It just shows I really love Doctor Who. Yes, Boop Boop is not present for today. And Boop Boop doesn't appear in every single episode. But whenever there's a store, like, Boop Boop tends to appear. Yes, quite the glazing. Except for like the Chimnopon Russell T Davis era too. But otherwise, I love it. But yes, I also realized, like, maybe Chibnall is not so bad. They just happen to make one really, 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 really big mistake. Yep, I stopped brewing. I stopped AHD. I guess it's fitting to 10th and 11. Like, that kinda... Especially with, like, 11, like, kinda autistic like me. I guess... Barnett's thing is, I relate to probably the 11th Doctor the most. Most relatable Doctor. They get the award of most relatable Doctor. So, 9 is most important, especially for the revival. 10th is best. 11 is most relatable. And 12 is my favorite. Sorry, no poop poop, and yes, time to end. I really should have added and Doctor Who I talk or and VR chat or I don't know. I should have added something to the end of the title because I should have realized I would go on a long yap on Doctor Who. But yeah, anyway, I guess I shouldn't keep God waiting. So I'm gonna conclude. Yep. Glazing, indeed. Because I always love and appreciate Doctor Who and everyone that's basically worked on it. Yes, fun in time and space. TARDIS, it means life. But anyway, Poop Poop is life. Poop Poop is love, Poop Poop is eternal. Anyway, thank you all for watching the stream though. Thank you if you follow, subscribed. And if you do happen to be a Doctor Who fan, let's hope, you know, we can get through this next wilderness years together if it happens. And yeah. But till tomorrow, till next time, that'll be it. Tomorrow may be later than usual. And most likely not with Sky. We'll probably have to swap because tomorrow I talked to Kim. Tomorrow will define the future. So most likely I'll have to swap the main episode tomorrow and have it be the main episode and highlights. But yeah, anyway, till then, till tomorrow, that'll be it. Yes, tomorrow's stream, They'll probably saying the results of the future, my future, going forwards. Which is scary, but it has to happen. Anyway, peace, thank you, and goodbye.